Mamba out.
Drippin', saucy, yeah. Bitch, I do this often. My bitch is bad, she always in office. Don't got a tags on running my body. Can't see the pads, I'm living too fast. With 20 my dash, I'm up, but I lost him. He wanna brag, I emptied his bag and took what he had. Don't care what it cost him. Then he broke, he turned to a hoe. It seems before the shit is exhausting. Ran on a hoe. I wanna be known, the stage of my soul. You ran him awesome. I even broke.
No. No. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sports Now with Darius and today we are talking about Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor and the exciting knockout that I think is that everybody in the world thinks was so crazy. I don't really think that the same way. Those are two high-level combat sports athletes who got into the ring and faced off, but be that as it may. Darius, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, Aiden, that was a phenomenal fight, and I have to give credit to Dustin because, right, don't forget that he is a phenomenal fighter. And Aiden, this is one of our first UFC episodes, so I'm very excited about this. Aiden, Conor McGregor was winning the fight in the first round, but Dustin outsmarted him and attacked those calves muscles, and that resulted in Conor, of course, getting TKO'd. And I'm just ready for the trilogy, man. And of course, we all know Conor McGregor knocked out, of course, defeated Dustin back in 2014. And 6 years later, Dustin wins the second matchup. And I have to give credit to both sides. As I mentioned earlier, I do believe Conor McGregor did have kind of the advantage in that first round going into the second because, I mean, he was getting some blows in. But as I mentioned earlier, Dustin pretty much outsmarted him, and all credit to his team and his staff because that team pretty much took advantage of Dustin's weaknesses. Of Dustin's team pretty much just took advantage of Conor McGregor's weaknesses, and that resulted in Conor McGregor getting ultimately put to sleep. And I'm just ready for the trilogy because these are two very, very phenomenal fighters. These are two very, very phenomenal fighters. Two of the greatest to ever do it. Two legends. And I'm just ready for the trilogy. Man, it's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Okay. Let me explain this out to you. This was Conor's fight to lose. I understood going into that that he had a high percentage of when he stepped into the ring with Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier was coming off of a 19 fight win streak, which the fight that preceded was one of the best fights of 2020. Dustin was on a roll, and I think that the fans and the media downplayed Dustin Poirier. Downplayed him. Dustin Poirier is the same man who stepped in the ring with Khabib Nurmagomedov and went to town until Khabib obviously took him down with the ground and pound. You know how it goes, man. But ladies and gentlemen, this has happened to Conor before. We saw this with Nate Diaz. We saw this with Khabib Nurmagomedov. Conor McGregor can't freaking grapple, man. I have never seen Conor sit down and grapple with somebody. Dustin Poirier obviously outclassed him in grappling. We understand this. Khabib Nurmagomedov is the best ground and pound fighter we've ever seen in the freaking UFC. He's the pound for pound #1 all-time fighter. What Conor needs to learn how to do is he needs to learn how to play with these amazing grapplers, and he needs to learn how to play with these amazing wrestlers, right? Because when you step in the ring with another all-American wrestler, you're gonna get out wrestled. And he's gonna get you on the ground, man. You can't just stand up, hit him with the lucky left, and always expect him to go down. We saw that with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is a bad man. He came up, took him down, choked his ass out on the ground, bleeding it. and made him tap. And then that trilogy fight still hasn't happened. Conor McGregor is 1-1 against Nate Diaz. We're waiting for that trilogy, right? Now we gotta wait on the Dustin Poirier trilogy, which might never come. I don't know. Usually the guy that Conor beats and he loses the next time, they don't really like matching him up because that's not a good matchup for him, right? Conor doesn't go out and call out the wrestler hardly ever, unless it's a champion or it's a really high-prized money fight. I think the next realistic option for Conor is to fight another up-and-comer, another guy who's hot in the sport, man. I think the next fight for Conor could be Deiveson Figueiredo. I like that matchup for Conor, right? And then obviously there's some other guys in his weight range that I like, right? Conor McGregor needs to learn how to fight with those wrestlers, man. That's all I got to say. The trilogy fight, if it happens, will be amazing, and I am looking forward to that. On another different note, though, we have to talk about Jake Paul for a minute, which I'm not going to enjoy. Jake Paul's reaction to Conor McGregor was to laugh hysterically while driving in one of his sports cars and lowering his fight offer from millions upon millions of dollars to down to thousands to fight him. That is absurd. Just want to get my quick 2 cents in on that, man. You got anything else to say, Darius?
Well, Aiden, you look at Conor McGregor's record, right? 22-5. And Nate Diaz, right? He has some words for Conor McGregor. And Conor McGregor, I believe this may have been a legacy game. This may have been a legacy fight, a legacy matchup, right? Because we all see Khabib and Nate Diaz and Jake Paul. Oh my gosh, Jake Paul blasting Conor McGregor. And don't get me wrong, Conor McGregor is one of my favorites, man. He is one of the reasons why I love UFC so much. And this man just straight up got put down, went to sleep. He got slept by Dustin. And all I have to say is that Conor McGregor, we may not even see him in the octagon again. He has stated that he wants around 7 more matchups this year, even though I believe he has 4 more on his current UFC contract. I believe that the media, not us, I think the media underestimated Dustin a little bit. Even though he was the underdog, they said, "Oh, Conor is going to knock out Dustin right first round under like he did Cowboy last year." I don't believe that was the case this year because Dustin, I believe, was a way better fighter than Cowboy, and I believe that Conor McGregor underestimated him. And as a result, Conor McGregor got put to sleep. If we have the opportunity, can you just put the meme up on the screen, please, CD? Can you put the meme up on the screen, man? Can you put the meme up on the screen? That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. Conor, I love you, man, but you got put to sleep, man. You got put to sleep.
Well, that's it for sports now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.